In the heart of Long Beach, California, on a crisp autumn day, October 20th, 1971, a boy named Calvin Broadus Jr. was born. The world, however, would soon come to know him by a different name, Snoop Dogg. His story is more than just a music biography, it's a true rags-to-riches saga, a testament to survival, raw talent, and the kind of sheer determination that can move mountains. From the chaotic, sun-drenched streets of Los Angeles to the very top of the global music charts, this is the journey of a legend. Growing up in Long Beach was anything but a walk in the park. Snoop's childhood was a battlefield, surrounded by the constant threats of gang violence, drugs, and suffocating poverty. He faced challenges that most kids couldn't even begin to imagine. His mother, the incredible Beverly Tate, worked tirelessly, doing everything she could to provide for her children. But the streets had a relentless pull, a life of their own. Snoop learned early on that to survive, you had to be sharp, you had to be tough, and most importantly, you had to be adaptable. Amidst all the hardship, he found his sanctuary, his escape music. He was captivated by the rhythms of funk, the soulfulness of old records, and the powerful new wave of hip-hop that was just starting to bubble up from the underground. As a teenager, he started rapping, pouring his experiences and observations into clever rhymes. He became a local sensation, performing at neighborhood parties and school events, his unique style already beginning to take shape. But the streets never fully let go. The pull of belonging was strong, and Snoop became affiliated with the Rollin' 20 Crips. It was a choice that offered a sense of protection and identity in a world that seemed to offer little else, but it was also a path fraught with danger, one that would later bring him dangerously close to tragedy and threaten to derail everything he was building. By the late 1980s, Snoop's undeniable talents started to shine too brightly to be ignored. It was then that he had a fateful meeting with a true titan of the West Coast scene, Dre. Dre, fresh off his revolutionary work with N.W.I., instantly recognized Snoop's raw potential. He saw the unique charisma, the laid-back flow, and the star power. He signed him to the notorious and influential Death Row Records, and the stage was set for a hip-hop revolution. In 1992, the world got its first real taste of Snoop Dogg on the track Deep Cover. From the moment his voice hit the airwaves, it was electric. Listeners were captivated. This wasn't just another rapper, this was something entirely new. His smooth, almost hypnotic rhythm and laid-back delivery stood in stark contrast to the aggressive styles of the time. It was clear to everyone who heard it, the superstar had just arrived. The following year, 1993, Snoop unleashed his debut album, Doggy Style. It didn't just climb the charts, it exploded onto the scene, debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200. It was a cultural phenomenon. Anthems like Gin and Juice and Who Am I, What's My Name weren't just hit songs, they were the soundtrack to a generation. They defined an era of West Coast hip-hop, painting vivid pictures of life in Southern California with a style and swagger that was all Snoop's own. In what felt like an instant, this young man from the tough streets of Long Beach was standing at the very center of the hip-hop universe. But with great fame comes even greater challenges. Just as his star was reaching its zenith, his past came rushing back to haunt him. In 1993, Snoop found himself facing a murder charge, entangled in a gang-related shooting. The trial was a media circus, an intense and highly publicized spectacle that threatened to extinguish his career before it had even truly begun. For years, his future hung in the balance. After a grueling and emotionally draining legal battle, he was finally acquitted in 1996. This moment was more than just a legal victory. It was a profound turning point in his life. Emerging from this dark and harrowing chapter, Snoop was a changed man, ready to reinvent himself and redefine his legacy. He didn't just return to the music scene, he conquered it all over again. He continued to release hit albums, proving his longevity and his ability to evolve with the times. He collaborated with some of the biggest names in music, from pop stars to rock legends, breaking down genre barriers and expanding his influence far beyond the world of rap. But he didn't stop there. Acting, television hosting, and savvy entrepreneurship became key parts of his growing empire. He was no longer just Snoop Dogg the rapper, he was becoming Snoop Dogg the cultural icon. Over the years, his style has continued to shift and evolve in fascinating ways, yet his core influence has never waned. He famously embraced reggae culture, transforming into Snoop Lion and releasing an album dedicated to the genre. He explored his spiritual side with a full-fledged gospel album, surprising critics and fans alike. And, of course, he became a global ambassador for cannabis culture, a position he holds with his signature humor and authenticity. Through it all, his magnetic charisma and genuine personality have made him a beloved figure across generations, respected by both old-school hip-hop heads and today's youth. Snoop Dogg's incredible journey isn't just a story about fame and fortune. It's a powerful narrative about transformation. It's about a young boy who navigated the harsh and forgiving streets of Long Beach and grew into a man with a multi-million-dollar empire. He proved, against all odds, that with enough talent, determination, and resilience, you can turn the seemingly impossible into a breathtaking reality. He showed the world that your starting point doesn't have to define your destination. Today, Snoop Dogg is so much more than a musician. He's a sharp entrepreneur, a powerful influencer, a dedicated family man, and a truly global icon. His net worth soars past $150 million, but what's truly remarkable is that he has never forgotten where he came from. He remains connected to his roots, using his platform for good. Through his music, his philanthropy, and his larger-than-life personality, he continues to inspire millions of people all around the world. From the gritty streets of the LBC to international superstardom, Snoop Dogg's life is living proof that greatness can, and often does, rise from the most unlikely of places. While the world knows him as Snoop Dogg the rapper, the entertainer, the legend, his story serves as a powerful reminder that no matter where you start, with heart and hustle, anything is possible. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story of a true icon, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another video. We'll see you in the next one.